This is Franklin Frith, General Manager and Principal of Human Resources Mexico. Today we're with Marisol Perez, our Manager of Payroll and Human Resources. You're going to talk about the difference between exempt employees and trusted employees in Mexico.
Yeah.
I'll let you just go ahead and take over, Marisol.
Okay, thank you, Franklin. As you already mentioned, this concept is very common in the U.S., exempt employees, but it's important to mention that here in Mexico, this concept does not exist.
Doesn't exist?
Yes.
Okay.
And here is known as trusted employees, empleados de confianza in Spanish. And these employees are classified because of the functions or the nature of the functions they develop,
Okay.
not of the position they are assigned to.
So it's not their job title,
No.
it's what they do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. And there are a lot of articles in the labor law that states clear points about this type of employees.
So there's no gray area.
Yes, and number one is the job conditions of the trusted employees are the same of the permanent employees.
So in other words, the labor law applies the same.
Yes, it's the same.
In other
All
words,
the benefits.
overtime
and everything.
vacation, time off is exactly the same as a trusted employee
Yes.
as any other employee.
Yes.
Okay.
In the similar position that they have.
There you go.
Yeah. And another important point is the functions that they develop to be considered as trusted employees is directing, supervising, and audit of the business. That's a big difference.
Directing the company, supervising employees, or auditing the business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And trusted employees are not allowed to join a labor union. This is another difference between a permanent employee
And a trusted.
Yes, they are not allowed to join them. And another point is, that if there is a reason for the employer to believe that this employee is not trusted anymore because they commit any actions, and the employer has a reason to fire him. But as you have discussed in the past in other videos, it's very difficult to prove that when you terminate an employee that you have the right and everything. But there is in the law a point that states, an article that states that you can fire them if you lost the trust with them.
And just a quick note on that, it's always very, very, very important to consult with your Mexican labor attorney, and a good one, before firing or dismissing an employee, whether they're a trusted employee or not. Because like Marisol said, it's one thing that the law says, you can terminate a trusted employee if you lost confidence, but what are the requirements to be able to justify that, and what is it going to cost in the long run? So that's a good point that Marisol made. Don't just say, I'll make everyone a trusted employee and I'll call them a supervisor. It's not going to work, okay?
Yeah.
Very, very careful on that. Go ahead.
Yes. And we are often inquired by our clients about directly if the exempt employees, they call them exempt employees because they don't know, but now today we learned that here in Mexico is known as trusted employees.
There are no exempt employees.
Yes.
Okay? Exempt employees in the United States, they're on salary, so they're not subject to the overtime. That's why Marisol made very clear from the very beginning, the laws here, there are no exempt employees. So even though if you have a trusted employee, they're still subject 100% to the federal labor law and all the rights that an employee has according to the Mexican Constitution and the Mexican federal labor law.
Yeah, that's correct. So the answer is yes, they are entitled to be paid for overtime. However, in the practice, since this type of employees can manage their own time, it's very difficult to prove how many hours they work. Some companies do not pay the overtime for this type of employees. But if you go to the court, to labor court, because there is a dispute with this employee, if they feel that you wrongfully terminate him, he will claim the overtime, and the possibility that he wins will be very high.
Yeah, very high. Yeah,
very
yeah.
high.
Yeah, no, great. That's a great information, Marisol. Anything else in regards to exempt and trusted employees in Mexico?
That's the most important points, and we are going to publish the articles here in the description of the videos.
Okay, so she'll provide the foundation of the articles of the law in the line right here in the video that you're going to see, so that you know the reference of the law and what we're talking about. We always try to provide great detail.
Yeah.
Well, excellent, Marisol. So in closing, there are no exempt employees in Mexico. Everyone is subject to overtime. Everyone is subject to federally mandated benefits.
That's correct.
Case closed. Excellent. Good job, Marisol.
Thank you, Franklin.
All right.